All right. We're just gonna get right into it. I don't want to do a long waiting soon fucking thing, but there's some things I want to talk about. This is kind of impromptu. I really didn't plan to stream, but I kind of want to, just so that way I have something on the record, I guess you can say. There's two Hanas. Yes, one is my desktop. You can see my mouse. And the other one's the PNG tuber, of course, that we see on the podcasts and stuff. But the reason I am live is because I want to talk about 2025 and some of the plans that I have for the year. I know I made a post about that on Blue Sky a while ago, but I think primarily I kind of want to talk about the future of my content and see what you guys, the collective, as chat, as my friends, as my community, have to say as well. Maybe give me some feedback or input, or tell me some things you would like to see. But I also want to give some sneak peeks to some of the people that decide to tune in that haven't seen, like model updates or things like that. So we're kind of just going to go into it because, like I said, this is kind of just impromptu. I didn't really plan to go live. But primarily I just wanted to talk, you know. I rarely ever go live as it is, and I feel bad about that. I genuinely want to try to be more consistent. Because, yeah, a lot has happened for me in 2024. I know it's kind of a little bit more personal and not really relating to the VTubing things, but I feel like some explanations are due for those who have known me from before I was on it go. And this stream is going to be recorded. I want to put this on YouTube as well, and kind of just go from there. Frey, thank you for the follow. How are you doing, my fellow feet enjoyer? Oops, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's honestly, like, it's hard to explain. There's a lot to talk about, but at the same time, I could easily TLDR and summarize this in the matter of minutes, but I don't want to do that because I'm gonna be honest. I can't say too long, but I just realized it wasn't following here. That's totally fine. Thank you for the follow. And trust me, there's a lot of people that I'm not following yet that I really need to go into the list and follow. There's a lot of people that I talk with like on a daily basis, especially in BabiyumeEN, that I would consider friends now, and all of a sudden, like, I'll hop into their stream and I'll see that I'm not following them, and I'm just like, well, let's change that. So I get it. That's totally fine. But let's kind of talk a little bit about 2024 and some events that have happened, and kind of talk about what's to come in 2025. So before I was Hanako, I used to go by the alias of Winter Silk. And when I was Winter Silk, I was heavily streaming. I was very consistent. I had good concurrent viewership. I had an idea of the content that I was doing. Hi Noxels, thank you for the lurk. Thank you. You know, I had an idea of everything that I was doing. I was consistent, I had good momentum, I was happy, I was doing everything really, really well. I'll be coming in 2025. You know what? It doesn't even be 2025. I'm probably coming right now. Oh my god. Hi, Mia. There you go. Guys, go ahead and give Mia here a follow. We stan Mia around here. Ooh, hello. Thank you for the first message. Continue, I'm a goober. Yes. So 2023, 2024 was the year that I was heavily streaming. You know, I was consistent, I had the good momentum, I was doing really, really well. But I had some things that happened to me coming to the end of 2023 and into 2024 that really made streaming for me difficult. I won't go into big details, but I was homeless for a little while. I was struggling. I did a little bit of couch surfing. I was actually hopping states. I think I changed states 3 times in the period, like per month almost. Relying on internet friends that I've never met before to kind of take care of me while I was, to be frank, getting my shit together. But things have been better. I wasn't able to stream because I was in uncomfortable places for the better part of like half a year. But halfway through 2024, I was able to kind of get my shit together and kind of find somewhere that I'm comfy and have a roof over my head, and I have a job now, you know, etc, etc. So it's been a lot better, and I've been slowly trying to figure out what I want to do with my content, because I do want to get back into streaming. I want to get more consistent with it, and I want to be able to provide content again and do that, because streaming was my life. It was fun, you know, and I miss that, and I want to do that again. So with that being said, Winter Silk is no more. I know that was my name for a long time. I actually sold the IP. I sold the model. I am no longer in possession of Winter Silk anymore. And I'm Hanako. That's who I am. That's who I was even before Winter Silk. Hanako has always been the mascot to me, and a character that I love and kind of grew with, you know. She was buried away for a while as I was kind of growing up a little bit. But Hanako is always my mascot on my content creation for years, for literally a decade, over a decade. So it's nice to have her back, and it's nice to modernize her. Oh, she grew up in more ways than one. She did. 100%. 100%. Old Hanako was such a little peach. I'm going to bring this up for a second just so I can dig it out, and I'm not showing anything inappropriate. So that way I can show you guys like a picture of old Hanako. So this is old Hanako. This is OG Hanako from 10 years ago. She was a sweet bean, a cute little sweet bean, you know, an absolute sweetheart. And she was the face of my content for a really, really long time. And yeah, a lot has changed. I'll show one more. You know, this is the picture. This is the waifu. This is the old waifu. This was my mascot 10 years ago. This was OG original Hanako from a long time ago. And a lot has changed. A lot has changed. I started V management a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now. And when I was doing that, I rebranded and made her a little bit older. So I gave her a blazer outfit. You know, I made her more mature. She was older. She grew up. She fucking grew up, which is awesome, you know. And I started to feel more comfortable with my mascot. I started to feel more like this is me, you know. And I was getting happy with it. I found like I was in the right direction to having not just a character that represents me, but somebody that kind of is me in the online sense, you know. And that's why a lot of us are VTubers, because we have these characters that represent who we are. And without further ado, I know a lot of you have already seen it. I know it was kind of already posted, shared, and talked about, but I want to go into kind of like an explanation on why I did some of the things and decided on some of the things I did with the model, but also some of the things that Alice has been cooking as well that just really stuck and kind of made me go like, yes, that's the direction that I want. Good for you. That's how I feel too. Yes, exactly. That's why we are who we are. You know, we want something that represents us for who we are online, and who we have that represents us online doesn't necessarily have to match our gender. It doesn't have to portray what we look like even. And I think that's what's important. And I think that's the creativity and the freedom that we get as VTubers, is being able to have something that portrays us online. And I think that's kind of missed with a lot of people when they look at VTubers. They're like, oh, well, you're a male. And it's like, yeah. But who I have that portrays me isn't a male. So, and that's fine. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. But let's show you guys what Alice has been cooking. And I'll kind of explain some of the pieces and the reasons why I did a lot of it. So it's heavily whip. And I know that Alice is going to scream that too if he shows up in the chat. It's extremely work in progress. So keep that in mind when we're looking at this as well. Here, let me try to make it a little bit bigger for you guys. There you go. So let's start with the top. The eyes. Oh my god. Oh my dear god. Alice cooked these eyes and I am so happy with them. I love the chromatic appreciation inside the eyes. It's gonna start raining soon. Oh no. Actually, oh yes, I love rain. Storms make me so happy. I love thunderstorms. I love rain. It's just something about it, just so comforting. Personally, I really like them. Cute. Yes. So I wanted to keep a lot, if not all, the elements of OG Hanako, especially the hairband, the hair color, the style of the hair, but modernized, matured, and more fitting to who I am now. Because for those who do know me, I'm pretty unhinged. I'm pretty lewd. I like to say shit. Everybody is a smash in my books, and that's always gonna stay. Will I make it rain for us? Do I need to start doing like a rain dance or something? How would that work? So if you remember the older pictures of OG Hana, and I still have like the originality of the hair. I really wanted the straight long hair with like the blunter bangs, the hairband. The flower is going to be there. It's just missing in this picture. Like I said, it's still a whip, but I wanted her to be modernized. And succubus, fucking succubus. I needed to. I keep seeing succubus VTubers and I'm just like, God, they're fucking hot. I love succubuses so goddamn much. Yes. The eyes are the best. So far, they are the best. You know what? Let me rephrase. I can't even say so far. This whole model is the best. Everything about this that's being cooked is so good. Hair vents. Yes, I'm a sucker for hair vents. I loved that. So we're doing that. Tattoo also. Yes, there is a tattoo. So if we want to be proper about it, her belly button is about right here. So the tattoo is going to be hidden. But there is going to be a toggle that does show, it'll glow the tattoo. I do have the logo in the top left there that you can see, and that's the womb tattoo that I have for my model. And of course, on a lot of my fan art, oh, I don't have it on my wallpaper. Is it safe to go back a page? It probably is. So on my design, let me open this one. On my design, this one's anatomically incorrect. The tattoo should be way lower, but this one showcases it a little bit better. So on the design, yes, there is also a womb tattoo. And this is the like custom official womb tattoo. The illustrator who made this picture for me hand drew the tattoo. So we're sticking with that because it's custom and I like it. I like custom things. I wanted things that are original. So that's what we're going with. But yes, succubus era, 100%. So of course she's shirtless in this picture. The shirt is still being worked on. This one's an older sketch, but it shows the shirt. So it's going to be like the torn unbuttoned kind of shirt. It's gonna, you know, reveal a bit of cleavage, but everything here is still within TOS, and so we should still be fine. Yatta! This one also shows a bit more of the front hair. The front hair was missing on that other one. This is older eyes, older hair, but it's also gonna have like long front hair. And I have some nods that are gonna be on this model, both towards the artist. So I have Alice's necklace. On his model, he has the pendant that's on the cross straps of his model, so we turned that into a necklace for me. And then on my blazer, I am gonna have a little lollipop, and that's gonna be a nod towards my friend Mellipop, who I've been friends with for a long time, actually. Mellipop has been a friend of me before I even had my first model. I was friends with her when I was still just a baby streamer PNG tuber back at the start of my journey, my streaming journey. Almost 2 years ago-ish. A kind of perverted seal. What are you talking about? Nothing perverted here. I'm a wholesome being. I'm a sweetheart. I am well behaved, and I would never smash every model, allegedly. Yes, I'm gonna have a little pin on my blazer, and it's gonna be a nod towards Melly. And I'm also gonna have another pin of a rose, and that's gonna be a nod towards Mia. So I'm really excited, because Mia, not just being a talent to me, has also became a good friend, and I appreciate Mia being around and hanging out and always kind of laughing with me and supporting me as well. I know it's my job to support Mia as a V manager, but I can definitely say Mia has very much so supported me as well. And so I really appreciate them, and I wanted to have a permanent nod on my model towards them. So thank you, Mia, for being a good friend and for always being there for me. All right, content. Let's get into another topic of discussion here, and that's gonna be content. So for it'll be gold and fancy like me. Ooh, yes, it'll be gold and fancy like you. Make sure we talk with Alice about that. I need to clear my throat 1 second. All right. So right now, a lot of my content, especially as of recently, has been like DJing and whatnot. I just have an auto mix playing right now. I'm not actually DJing right now. I wouldn't be able to focus on talking and DJing. But a lot of my focus right now has been DJing, and I'm not going to stop that. I got rid of my DJ badge on Twitch just today, actually. So you've probably noticed that the DJ badge is no longer on my account. And that's because I did a lot of thinking, and DJ has a good ring to it. I do agree. I do like that a lot. So I like DJing. I really do. It's a passion. I want to get better at it. You know, I keep wanting to DJ, and that's never going to stop. I'm always going to DJ. And I'm going to continue to keep DJing, and I will continue to keep DJing on Twitch and for bookings if anyone decides they want to book me for that. But I don't want that to be my sole content. At first I did. At first I was telling myself, oh, you know, I'm going to make that my main thing. I'm going to be a succubus DJ. And I like that. I really do. But I can't stop playing games, you know? I want to play games, and I don't want to limit myself to just DJing, you know? I looked around, and there's a lot of other DJs out there that are actually doing the same. They're getting rid of their DJ badges so they can enjoy the rest of Twitch as well and do other content. And I was just like, what am I doing holding myself back? Why am I limiting myself to just literally one category when I could do just chat streams or play a game, and hang out with my friends, you know, do collabs, fucking collabs. Like, that's what being a VTuber is about. It's about hanging out. It's about networking, making friends, collabing, doing shit with each other. You know, it's not just about me spinning music. Like I said, that's not going away. I still plan to spin music, and obviously there's ways you can still do that without hurting your account. So like, music tracks are disabled, so I'm free to play whatever music I want. It's just not gonna play the music on the VOD. But what I'll do is, which I'm doing right now, is I'll just record the VODs and I'll put them on YouTube. So that way, if you want the full experience where it has the music, you can still have that, you know, if you want to go back. But the one thing I missed is clips. Big time. I like not being able to have a VOD on Twitch and not being able to clip, especially funny moments, is pretty damaging. Like, I want to be able to let people make clips if they want to, or I want to be able to have clips if I want to. Regardless if they're being used or not, they're still good to have. But yeah, I don't want to limit myself anymore, and I really want to get back into being consistent and streaming more frequently, even if it's just to go live and do this and just like chat and hang out and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of honestly all I really had. I know this was kind of just like a long-winded explanation per se, but I felt like it would be a good idea to kind of just go live and at least talk, even if it was just for a few minutes, and to kind of explain what I have planned. So yes, TLDR, the future, 2025. I want to get back into consistent streaming, and that's gonna happen. I'm gonna push myself. You know, sometimes even the V manager needs to manage, and I'm gonna try to be a little bit more consistent and not only push my talents to stream and get better, but also try to push myself to stream and get better as well, because I miss it. So yeah, chat, do you have any questions or suggestions? Is there anything you would like to see me do? Do you have any content ideas? What are things that you could see me doing? Don't be shy, you know, give me ideas. I want to make more content for you guys, and I want to stream more frequently and stuff like that. I'm also no longer going to be taking Japanese classes. I decided I'm going to put a pause on those. They're getting expensive, and I could really be using that money for other things right now. So I decided that I'm canceling my subscription, and I'm not going to be taking any more Japanese classes. Just for now. You know, that could change in the future, but not for right now. So, but yeah, I don't think you guys have any feedback or suggestions, and so that's pretty much that. That's all I really had for you guys. So I'm here for whatever you do, and I appreciate that, Noxels. I do. I really do. I know I fell off the deep end there with my disappearance after a lot of shit that happened, Noxels. I know you were part of that situation in essence, but so yeah, I'm not trying to say that's an excuse. I'm not trying to say that the things that happened earlier at the start of this year, literally on my back right now. Yeah, yeah. Noxels, I know you've been around for a lot of the things that happened and whatnot, so you kind of have a better gist than some newer friends and whatnot. But I'm not trying to make that an excuse. I'm not trying to say that's the, like, I'm not gonna let that be the reason why, even though it partially is. But yeah, and that's all I got. So I'm gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna try to stream more often and do some things and hang out and do things, because I miss it. I miss having my chat. I miss doing my wiggles. I miss jamming music with y'all. I fucking miss it. Shit. So yeah, that's what I got. Shit happens, things can get better as long as you don't completely disappear and cut off everyone. Yeah, no, and that was the big thing. Did a lot of people did I disappear for a little bit? Kinda. Did I cut a lot of people off? Absolutely. But I think the people that got cut off deserved to be cut off, I guess. I don't know if that sounds harsh, but it's kind of just how I feel, and I feel is valid. Did some other people get cut off that I wish didn't get cut off? Yeah, I wouldn't consider it like a burned bridge. I don't think that like some of the events that happened would be considered a burned bridge. I just think people don't agree with some of the decisions that I've made, and I don't agree with some of the decisions that other people have made, and it led to a bit of a conflict. But I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to say any names. I think that the things that happened in the past are things that should stay in the past. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, we will rock you. Fail. Why are we failing, Pursue? Am I saying that? Is that Pursue? Or can I say Maya? Can I say Maya? Would that be more proper? We have a Maya and a Mia. Maya he, Maya who. But yeah. Holy shit. Okay. Now playing goes hard. I love this app. It's so good. It's super nice. It hooks to my DJ software, so this is what I use to listen to a lot of my music. It's just my DJ software. I just put a big auto mix and fucking put it on random. Appreciate the stream, and I look forward to what you do in the future. Yes. And I appreciate you guys for coming in, even if it was just for a little bit. Like I said, it was just fucking 30 minutes, and it was more so for me just to yap and rant and shit like that. But yeah, I'm happy. You know, I'm glad that I kind of clicked the button to talk about this really quick and to go over some things really fast. This VOD will go on YouTube too, so you'll have it there as well, just for references. But all in all, 2025 is coming. Hanako Amaya, brand new model is coming. And a lot of great things are to come for 2025. And I'm excited to do my best to do more things for you guys and bring more content and go from there. So that's that. We're gonna go ahead and raid out, I guess. Who am I following that we can raid right now? Take is playing old school right now. Ugh. Gross. I say that, but I'd way rather that over anything else, honestly. OSRS is way better than the third one, so. Alrighty, let's go over to Take. Raid message. Hanako is here to suck. With a heart emoji. We're just gonna do this. Getting 2025 with new model. I hope things get better. I know. Yes, they are gonna get better. Alicia, you're tuning in right before I'm about to end. I'm assuming you were probably just lurking. But the VOD will be up soon on YouTube. I'm gonna put it there. TLDR, good things are gonna come for 2025, and I'm looking forward to it. And so, yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and raid on out the Take. Or Take. It's fucking Take now. Why did he fucking have to oh my god, it pisses me off. Anyways, there's your raid message. We're going to Take. Skaboosh.